going on, good people? Welcome back to my channel, and today we're going to talk about healing. What is healing? I know you probably heard so often, and people don't typically explain what it is. So today we're going to talk about what is healing. Hey, what's going on, good people? Appreciate you for checking back in another week with your boy. I definitely appreciate you. Don't take it lightly. So again, today we're going to talk about healing. I'm James Harris. I'm a father, founder of a movement called Men to Heal, which focuses on men's overall wellness, their mental health, as well as their physical health. And I'm also the author of Man Just Express Yourself, which is an interactive planning guide for boys and men to better express themselves. I definitely appreciate everybody who went out and purchased the book. Whether you got the ebook or the physical copy, you definitely can get that on Amazon, Barnes and Nobles, Target, Walmart, pretty much anywhere books are sold, including my website, mentoheal.com. Special thanks to my fellow colleagues, therapists, and counselors who got this book in their lobbies or use the interventions in session. I definitely appreciate you. Salute to the parents as well for getting these books for your young ones, man. It's a good tool for them to grow with. And especially salute to those wives and partners who's getting these books and exchanging information over a date night with the significant other. I definitely appreciate you, and I'm glad to see your feedback. So continue to support. Make sure you like, share, subscribe to this channel. Submit me your questions. I'll definitely go over them as well within these YouTube videos. And of course, I'll continue to respond to you via email, text, or inbox, or whatever the case is. So I definitely appreciate you. With that being said, we do have a question from someone. I feel myself getting angry but don't know how to prevent it, or I take it too far once I'm already angry. Oh man, that's a tough one. But I definitely would suggest you identify your triggers. Try not to limit those things or limit your surroundings to those things that can get you to that point of no turning back. It appears that you fly off the hook. So definitely try to confront them things prior to getting upset, to find different situations to where you can't escalate or learn how to de-escalate within those situations. And don't try not to give things your power, man, because those actions and reactions that you're displaying could potentially get you in trouble. So you definitely want to prevent those things. Once you get to that point of irritability, take time to process. You can deep breathe. You can, ground yourself and stuff like that. It's a triggers video on my YouTube channel, so definitely check that out. It's also a deep breathing video on my channel, so make sure you check that out if you do need to de-escalate or you get to that point to where you can't calm down. So definitely check that out, man. Hopefully I was able to answer your question. So here we are. What is healing? And overall, though, healing is that process of restoration. You resolve it to the degree that you're able to lead a normal, fulfilling lifestyle, without being so overwhelmed. And it's getting back to centering yourself. You could take so many different steps to heal, but to be honest with you, I would definitely suggest you honor that pain. Some significantly happened in your life to what put you at this position that you are. So honor it, process it, move forward. And there's different ways that you can do that. But if you avoid that pain, it tends to increase. To heal, you must pass through the doorway of potentially having a grief. And not just from a loss of a loved one or a job or something like that, but grief as an entirety. It's also a grief video on my YouTube if you want to check that out. But yeah, once you pass the way through that grief period, you can start that recovery, whether that's emotional and mental wounds that you had. You got to get beyond it. So don't feel like that you're in a stuck place. Give yourself permission to grieve, and you also definitely got to feel your feelings. That's something that you always hear me say. And a lot of people are in a position to where they're not ready to heal, so you have to be willing to heal. Desire to feel better can be your best ally on the road to recovery. So you have to affirm yourself. You have to esteem yourself. Don't give into the ego, which will try to tell you that there's nothing wrong with you or you don't need to change. Like, those things can definitely hinder your healing process. The reaction you experience because of trauma or depression or whatever it was that put you in a state deserve a response. So definitely respond to it in a healthy way. Um, and again, the problem is the problem. You're not the problem. So you definitely can start your healing journey at any point of where you are. And to be honest with you, when you're not working on your healing or recovery process, you tend to hurt people who are innocent, or whether that's intentionally or vicariously. So you got to put yourself in a position to accept support from your loved ones. It's a support video on my YouTube channel from a while back, so definitely check that out as well. So being alone is a part of healing, but you definitely don't want to be alone for long periods of time, or you don't want to isolate, because that can become unhealthy. So surround yourself with healthy people who are, will validate your feelings and your experience, but don't try to surround yourself with people who will enable you, because that can hinder your healing process as well. When you're healing from a physical, emotional, or mental adversity, it's important to connect with others on a regular basis to try to avoid, like, feeling sad and defeated and stuff like that. Meet it head on. Try to gain insight from these potential people that you look to that have high value character, because they potentially had an obstacle or adversity that they progressed in, and they can help you on your journey potentially. You probably heard it before, it takes a village. So use your village wisely to heal. And it definitely takes a village to heal people. Surround yourself with people who will support you. Like that love and respect for people, that's an invaluable experience. And it definitely can assist your path of healing. And also sometimes you definitely got to take a break. It's important to take a break from your pain, engage in a healthy relationship outside of that specific grief or trauma or depression or isolation that you're dealing with. Like, start your healing journey by taking a break. Just pause, relax, get back to where you need to be. Like, you're recentering yourself. Everyone find relief in different ways. So definitely find a creative activity, whether that's writing, reading, creating movies, narratives that you have to have for yourself. And some I often give my clients in session is having them write a story of the issue or the adversity that they faced, whether it was from a person or just a challenge or obstacle. And if it is a person, you don't necessarily have to give them the story that you crafted. It can be for you. You can burn it. You can do whatever you want to with it. Or if you do feel like you're at a point to where you want this person to know, then give it to them. But I definitely think that you can find relief in those ways. We have different resiliency levels and different ways that we cope, based on our abilities. So definitely take a break and find out what's best for you within that healing journey. Seek the assistance from a trained professional. That's important as well. You may wish to attend an individual session or a group therapy or something like that, or just a peer-to-peer group. Seek out expert opinions to receive help from someone trained in the field who is comfortable, that you're comfortable with, and somebody that you can trust and rely on. They display a certain characteristic and model certain values and things like that that'll help you in your healing journey. Treatment can be focused on education, stress management, different techniques, release body memories, because your body do store different memories from trauma, from grief, from different adverse experiences. So, and when the body does that, it tends to try to suppress those emotions, so it wouldn't cause you physical or psychological pain. So that's why healing is also important. So make sure you're doing that. Another benefit on your road to healing within this journey is practice meditation and mindfulness. Those things are definitely important. Meditation helps quiet the chatter that's going on in your mind. It allows you to experience different wisdom, accept new appreciation for life. If you just sit calmly, be quiet, listen to white noise or listen to the ocean, go to YouTube and type in white noise or something like that, or nature sounds. Like, that's definitely important. Or go in your backyard if you live in like an area to where you can just hear birds and the trees blowing and stuff like that. That's important for your healing journey as well, because you're getting back centered. Because those emotional and mental hurts can definitely get stored within the body. In addition to going to therapy sessions, your body greatly benefit from rest and recovery entering different moments of mindfulness practice. That's definitely important, especially within a society where overworking is normally gratified. We definitely got to take time to relax and restore. So definitely look into some holistic practices, whether there's yoga, some people burn sage, some people do deep breathing, some people got healing circles. Do what's best for you, go on a long walk or a jog or something like that. But those things are important to your healing and your recovery. Incorporate different type of movement throughout the day. Like that's definitely beneficial as well to healing. So again, whether you're doing yoga or any other form of physical activities, those things can increase the endorphins within your body, make you feel safe and stable. Like that's definitely important within healing. It's also vital to ensure that you regulate and engage in physical activity to not only help create positive feeling, but your body probably, as well as your mental state, has been torn down from feeling this emotional or mental adversity. So definitely put yourself in a position to where you're moving, you're exercising and stuff like that. Some people swim, some people find it positivity in walking and stuff like that. I tend to run. So for me, that my active engagement, but I also lift weights and do kickboxing and stuff like that. So definitely do what's best for you. I know it's a pandemic, so mindful of the social distancing and regulations depending on your state and stuff like that. But definitely ensure that you are being physical to restore not only your body, but of course your mind. And another positive thing about healing is you can learn from your experience. It's often heard that the road to wisdom is paved with suffering. That could be true for some people. So reflecting and explore different pondering without self-attacking yourself, without self-sabotaging or blaming yourself for these issues that you're faced with. They open up a greater understanding and compassion for yourself. And not only that, you develop compassion for others when you put yourself in a position to learn from the adversity that you face. And that's beneficial because we want to prevent these cycles from getting our children, getting into our relationships. But if you're not healed, you're in a position to create that emotional maturity. So you're not developing in certain characteristics and stuff like that. It may be hard to believe that now, but at some point, you are going to get to your healing. You are going to get to the restoration place. Love yourself enough to believe that you deserve refuge from your pain and suffering. A lot of people don't even believe that it's more than just taking abuse, whether that's emotional or mental or physical. Yes, it is more out there. You definitely can be grounded within yourself enough to know that you are affirmed, you are esteemed, and you are loved, you are validated, your feelings matter. You definitely got to have faith and be willing to take the right steps. You experience new levels of appreciation and joy once you feel healed. It'll just be in your aura. Different people will see the difference within your energy and stuff like that. So make sure you affirm yourself. Remember that you're dope as hell. Like all of those things matter. Whatever you tried to break you definitely did not succeed. Definitely become resilient. It's a resiliency video on my page as well. So listen, I definitely appreciate you. Submit me your questions, give me some feedback. Feel free to contact me, mentoheal.com, mentoheal.com. Or of course you can hit my inbox on IG, men_2 TO_heal. MEN_TO_HEAL. Make sure you like, share, subscribe, drop me your questions. I appreciate you. I'll catch you next time.